Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really... running here today early in this game. Back to you.
I'll keep an eye on that one for us. The Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Aggies offense will have the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Morrow. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Left side, it's Johnson. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Bird. Here's a little... and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there's Reed Harris. Came over through the portal from Boston College. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Again, it's Brown. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Hello.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Oh, my God. Oh,
now they're going to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. A give to Brown. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on the line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Look out! He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. Trying to get the edge. It's Edwards. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Morrow. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third and short now from their own 48. Churns into the pile. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Baker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Hits inside. It's Baker. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Plows his way ahead. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Precise. Execution on that 13-play scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Makes the quick grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll give it to Brown. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Cuts it upfield. It's Bird. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Just had to get rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. A run for the quarterback. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Second down, gonna throw it. In traffic, it's Bussey. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Pushes ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Straight ahead, it's Morrow. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Edwards. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point was good. And he's going to try to return this one. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Bounced right back to them.
Woof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Lost to throw on first. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand off for Brown. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third down, here's Brown. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. On the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. By the punt team. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. He's guided his offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Gonna run it. It's Baker. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide right, it's Bussey. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. From the gun on third down. Finds his target. He'll get a fresh set of downs. Stops at the 31-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 22 team, the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Red Raiders with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Tempe. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half starting. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Misses badly on that one. 2nd and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. This time it's complete.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Right at the line. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to.
Right down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking for space. It's Baker. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground game on the left. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Snap in the shotgun. Got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Over the middle, it's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Edwards. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Trying to make one miss. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. At the 24. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. He wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Comes down, it's Brown. Powers through the defender. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Drops back on first down. Fires deep on the run. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Sun Devils, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One more time, it's Brown. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Takes the handoff. It's Baker.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Running to the left.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off on the counter.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the back. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Off-play action. Still looking to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Follows his blocks. It's Bird. Crosses the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.